right. Welcome once again to another episode of Sports Therapy with FH Jr. I am your host. This is week 15 of the NFL season. But before we begin, let us go through the standard routine. Remember, sports therapy is sports entertainment only. We don't give medical advice. We don't give medical advice. This show is designed for just fun and yucks. Fun and yucks only. We don't talk politics, nor do we give a fat rat's butt about what the Democrats are doing, nor do we care about what the Republicans are doing. We don't talk sexual orientations, nor do we talk race relations. We're just here to talk NFL football. All right, and once again, our sponsor is always Crown Royal. But you know what? We have a new sponsor this week. Our new sponsor is the Real Estate House of Texas. We have a new sponsor, the Real Estate House of Texas. And hopefully, our sponsor may get a chance to call in tonight. And if she does, I'm going to let her get a plug. If not, then we shall see. All right. Now, this show, this is week 15. And I expect to hear from my Cowboy fans. Ooh, they took it in the shorty shorts tonight. Now, I will tell you now, I am rocking the standard uniform, which is the commander shirt. Now, I'm doing a little throwback this tonight. I've got on Redskin hat, augmenting the past with the present, mixing a little Redskin along with the Commanders. Because regardless of whether you're a Redskin or a football team or Commanders, we are still the same family. Hail to the Redskins. Now, this is hard for me to do the show tonight, mainly because, my the Commanders are playing. We have the spotlight tonight, and I did a promo earlier, and I said, hey, you know what? We're either going to come out on top, or we're gonna crap in the bed. But the whole world will see, because we have the spotlight, and we're taking on that team better known as the Giants, the government team, the Giants. So hopefully tonight's game will not end in a tie. So wow. I started off my day today by going to my favorite place, which is Buffalo Wild Wings. So hopefully I got a chance to kind of kick it with the family once again. And those who know me know that there is I would say a mixture of people that I hang out with at the whenever I do go to Buffalo, because we have a little bit of everybody out there, man. We got Saints fans, we got Cowboy fans, we got Chiefs, we got Bears, we got Eagles, Cardinals, 49ers, Panthers. It's a who's who of fans that hang out at Buffalo Wild Wings. And of course, we have those Steelers. Now I'm expecting to hear from my homeboy Glenn, because his Steelers, they are still very much alive. I'm trying to wrap my head around the fact that we got football Saturday and Sunday. Saturday and Sunday. Wow. What more can I ask for? Because, hey, man, I love me some football. I love me some football. In fact, started out watching last Thursday night. That was a good game. And I benefited from that game because 49ers took care of the Seahawks, which both of my Commanders back into the playoffs, deep into the playoffs. When I say into the playoffs, I mean the playoff picture right now. So we know there's some things could happen, but if we take care of business tonight, it'll be nothing but smooth sailing. Old song from the Isley Brothers, nothing but smooth sailing. Anything that you want from me, now and forever, nothing but smooth sailing. I want to be able to play that song when the Commanders win tonight. If not, man, I'm going to be probably playing sitting on the dock of the bay. But it's going to be all good. I'm trying to think how I want to do I'm thinking how I want to do the holiday show. Because we are going to, we still gonna we gonna bring the show, man. I mean, that's what we do. That is what we do here. Now, if you are just driving by and you happen to stop in and you're listening and you say, "What the hell am I listening to?" You are listening to Sports Therapy with FH Jr. Remember, Sports Therapy, we are streamed live on Facebook and YouTube, and we're also on Instagram. In fact, I was sharing, I shared something last week that, I just got on Instagram. And I don't know what I did, but somehow they kicked me off. So hold on, let's open up the show and do what we normally do, which is speak to our guests. Sports Therapy with
Hello?
FH. Hey, what's going on?
Who that?
Yeah, it is Jay from Grand Prairie. Well, big who that back at you, Jay?
Who that? Did you see that game today?
I did. I was at
A win is a
B-Dub.
win.
A win is always a win. Always a win. Now, Jay, you're who that the Who That Nation. The division is kind of weird because everybody's got a losing record. You do know that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers lost today, so that means you guys are
Yeah, I
only.
saw that butt whipping.
Did you see it?
I saw that butt whipping.
Now you know the object of the game, Jay, is to rip, rant, kick some knowledge, or just gloat like what you doing right about now.
Well, I won't be no cussing bells and nothing like that, but
You mean that bell
win
right
is a
there?
win. I got a little scared at the end because, the last touchdown that the Falcons made, I got a little scared. It kind of reminded me of the last time we played the Buccaneers and they came back when we had a 10-3 win going on. But, hey, we pulled out and it was good. We had Jason Hill in there doing quarterback and everything else he was doing.
Jay, I always mess with you by asking when you guys go put James back in there, but I guess I know the answer,
He
right?
good. He good.
Ah,
He good.
but you guys look good today. You guys did. You guys are starting to play Saint football. You got a tough game coming up. I'm not sure who you guys play next, but I know. But things are looking up. I think you guys are gonna probably have to win all out. I don't see the Saints getting a playoff spot unless you guys win the division. But it's winnable because everybody in matter of fact, the Panthers lost today, so that helped you guys out.
Yeah.
And you guys took care of
Yeah.
the Falcons,
Yeah.
and the Buccaneers lost.
Yeah.
It's a good day to be a Who-Datter.
Oh, yeah. Still nail biting, but yeah, it's still possible.
So that brought you guys to, I think you guys are like 5-8, something like that. But the Buccaneers are only, I think they're like 6-7. So they're only a game. You guys are only a game out. All you gotta do is take care of business. Take care of business.
Yeah.
Take care of business. So you feeling all good about yourself, I see.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
The Who Dat Nation. Nothing like a Who Datter. The Who Dat Nation. So Jetta and Grand Prairie, thank you for calling. And let's get one Who Dat for the road.
Who that said they're going to beat them Saints? A win is a win. And thank you to the Steelers.
Oh, yeah.
A
Oh,
big
yeah.
thank you to the Steelers.
Oh,
We need that.
oh, yeah.
They took care of business.
Oh, yeah. All right, Jay and Grand Prairie. Thanks for calling.
All right. All right.
All right, that is Jay and Grand Prairie. She is a big Who Dat fan from the motherland. It's always good to see the Saints win because I tell people, man, if I wasn't a Commander fan, I would probably be a Who Daddy. Now, I cheer for the Saints, but now, am I gonna ever wear the same gear? No, can't do that. No, sir. Hell no, with hot sauce on it. Can't do it. No, sir. But I cheer for the Saints. I cheer for the Saints, man. There's something about the Saints, man. Who that? Who that there say them there gonna beat them there Saints? Who that? Mm, 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 mm. Now, you know as well as I know. Let's talk about some scores here. NFL Week 15. Now we're starting to round this bad boy out. We're starting to land the ship. We're starting to land the ship. This is Week 15. And you guys know, like I said, man, I don't just wing this show. I don't get out of bed and just say, hey, man, I'm going to wing it. I have notes and I do research. Now, let's talk. Let me let you guys hear from my sponsor. Discover Crown Royal blended Canadian whiskey, patiently fit for a king. Expertly blended since 1939. And you guys know how I always see it. After a long, hard day of crime fighting, man, I reach for a bottle of Crown Royal, and you know what I say? What do you say, FH? Crown me, baby. Drink Crown Royal responsibly. And minors, you should never be drinking Crown Royal. But for the adults who do, drink Crown Royal responsibly. All right. Now, that was our sponsor. Now, here's how I am when it comes to sponsors and people that plug my show. Now, I'm not one of those people that will just sponsor and plug anything. No, I really don't. If I don't partake, or if there's not a relationship there, I'm not gonna come on and endorse a product that that's just me. I'm not. So now when I say Crown Royal is my favorite drink, man, just look up. There's a bottle of Crown Alpha up there already, and it's full. That's not an empty box. I don't, it's in my bunker. So if anybody want to know where I live, I'm in cowboy country. I am tucked away in my bunker, staying away from all the good cowboy fans. Oh man, it is getting close to 7:20, and man, I am trying to figure out what is going on in the land of Redskins, Commander versus the Giants, man. But you know what? I'm gonna power through all that because I can't watch the game while I talk. Can I? No, I don't have the game on. So actually, I won't know what's going on unless someone call and tell me to cry or rant or kick some knowledge or something about it. So anyway, let's talk scores. This was a busy week, as I was saying, man. Started off Thursday night and rolled into Saturday, which was good, which was outstanding because, as we start to get into the holidays, one thing I like about the NFL, it gets to that point where we start to have games Saturday and Sunday. I save a lot of money because I'm at the house, man. I am at the house. So now, the season, what am I saying, man? Season 15 kicked off Thursday night. Man, the 49ers took on the Seahawks. Now, the score was 21-13, and that was Thursday night. And we had some Saturday games. Now, I don't know that a lot of people watch Saturday football because they're competing with basketball, and then we also had some state playoffs here in this great state of Texas. So, but me, I did a stop down, check out the Browns and the Ravens. That was a nail biter, as you can call it. We had that. Hold on, I got somebody else calling. Let's see what we got. Sports Therapy with F.A. Jr.
Hey, what's up, brother?
Hey. What's going on?
Oh, I'm just mourning my season because the Cowboys are now at that point where they start choking.
For those who don't recognize this this fan on the line, this is my man Chris the Cowboy fan. Chris, what say ye, brother?
Man, I don't think we got enough hours in the day to kind of go through everything that is going wrong right now. I have a couple key things I want to, kind of harp on here. The The first of which would be fourth quarter. We go down, or our defense is getting run all over, and then they finally force that fumble. We get the ball back. We have the opportunity to close out the game and take down Jacksonville by the 3 points. Nothing. We're just going to run, and then essentially, I don't know, throw a Hail Mary. I don't know what that was, but throw that drive away. Now we're playing for the tie. I don't know what the thought process was. They had all three of their timeouts. We needed to get a first down. We needed to force them to use them timeouts before we start playing all that, I don't know, nonsensory in the backfield that we were doing. I don't know. It's almost as if every time the Cowboys get to that point where they can solidify their destiny, they're going to choke, and they're going to try and get everybody else in the NFL to help them get in the playoffs.
Now, Chris, you know the object of the show is to rip, rant, kick some knowledge, cry, cuss, which I got the cussing bell here. I don't know if you will agree with me, because you're a Cowboy fan and I am a Commander fan. But Chris, I have to be honest with myself, and there's old saying, to thy own self, one must always be true. Your Cowboys have not been playing good football for the last 2 weeks.
Well, I mean, you can almost go back to 3 because they kind of stumble against Indianapolis.
They
kicked it into high gear at the end.
What they did, but I just want to spot you at least 2 weeks before. I didn't want to kick you totally in the crotch.
And I don't know if it's because the people that are going down are so crucial. I mean, I know that the defender, our cornerback that went down a couple weeks ago, crucial to our run defense, and everybody's exploiting that right now. I want to just rip on Dak for a little while. If the X receiver or your primary receiver isn't there for him, there's no progression. He's stopping there, and he's gonna check down and just do a little pitch or whatever, or dive for the first down. I don't know. I need Dak to start working through his progressions a little bit better. There's more than one receiver on the field. So, I mean, I'm all over the place tonight. I'm kind of brokenhearted, and I don't know why. It's typical Cowboys.
You mentioned this play, and I actually went back home today. I haven't been home in a while. When I say home, I'm talking about B-Dub. I was at B-Dub today. And, man, I had all the rowdy friends. It felt like a homecoming, because I haven't been to B-Dubs in really about 3 weeks. But I was there, and, oh, man, it was like I was back in football heaven, brother. I was surrounded by Eagle fans, Cowboy fans, man. But I was watching the game because, and I'm going to put this information up on my Instagram too. But if I can take you to a specific event, because that's what the show's about. And this was right before overtime. And I think you kind of hit on it a little bit. The Cowboys, for some strange reason, they had the ball. The team that they were playing today. Please explain to me why the Cowboys elected to throw the ball on 3rd and 9 when they could have forced the Jags to use their timeout and took about 40 seconds off the clock. And then they could have punted back to them with probably, I don't know, maybe about 35, 40 seconds left.
That whole final drive, I think this final drive was to balance out what didn't happen last week with the Texans, because it was almost as if the Cowboys lined up and they were like, okay, well, the Jags have had fun, but they know where the Cowboys are. They're done now. And they didn't expect to be defended that hard. But you call a run play, it gets stuffed. And then instead of opening it up a little bit, you go another run play. same thing. It gets stuffed. Now we've had, I wouldn't say our way running today, but we had some success. But you play for a 3rd and long. I mean,
Yes.
you've taken everything off the board. They know you're passing now. And, the second down play is what killed me because they started doing some trickery back there with they put Pollard as a receiver and they pull him and then they like pitch him the ball. You're setting yourself up for failure. You're not even giving him a hole to go through. Like he's got the ball now, he's just got to make an on-the-fly decision, and they swallowed him up.
They did.
So, I know it's like a one thing, but I mean the whole game it was just like they wanted Zeke to go off, but Zeke couldn't go off, and then I don't know what it was. It seems very flat and very one-dimensional, and I mean I don't know what Greg Olson was talking about. Oh, they are so balanced. They're looking great on all sides. It was just flat everywhere. Defense was getting run over, and offense was basically just rawing. I don't know what they were doing today.
But Chris, you guys had, I believe it was a 17-point lead going into the fourth quarter.
That's special, isn't it? You can give up a 17-point lead.
Now,
yeah, I'll tell you another thing that really chaps me, though, is Noah Brown. He was the one that they wanted to go with today, and they left T.Y. Hilton inactivated. I mean, I'll play Monday morning quarterback with you. Was that the right decision now, since he's the one that caused the turnover in overtime? Oh, but go ahead.
Now, I'm still trying to figure this thing out. Why are we shopping for wide receivers now? Because it's almost like, look, man, you have to go to war with the soldiers you got. I mean, this is it.
Absolutely.
Because I just think when you start putting it out there that, hey, you know what, we got T.Y. Hilton. Okay, cool. Then you still put it in the air that, we still talking, trying to bring LBJ, a.k.a. ODB. You guys still trying to bring old dirty. You still trying to bring old dirty bastard up in here. So I'm like, what message is that sending to your receiving core? Because even T.Y. can't just all of a sudden we sign you. You know what? I don't care what anybody say, man. You just cannot just go a few walkthroughs and practice and think, okay, hell, I can go out here and now and play pitch and catch with Dak. They say that, but they know damn well that's not going to happen. They know those guys have to at least go to some type of, they got to go to some type of camp or something together to get on the same page. I mean, hell, you got to.
Yeah, I mean, you're not going to have that relationship that he's built throughout the season. And, I mean, my only thing is, I'm with you. I don't know why we're out there doing all this receiver shopping when if the play that's drawn up is anything goes further than your ex receiver, he's not even going to look that way.
Not at
all. Why are we throwing more weapons out there when we need to work on him, working through his progressions and utilizing the receivers he's got?
And pretending like Dak got all the time in the world to go through his progression. No. He barely has enough time to go through his first, and then whoops, let me look for a tight end. He doesn't have time to go, and then of course the receivers got to break off their routes because Now I'll tell you which was I don't know were you paying any attention to this, because I'm sure you was, because you're a Clark-Carrying Cowboy fan there. You guys suffered a major injury on the defensive side of the football. Right about the middle or the end of the third quarter, when your defensive end.
Oh, the Wolf. Or Van Der Esch.
I know, no. The brother, the big guy. Oh God, is it Montgomery? I don't know if his name was Montgomery.
Armstrong,
yes. And
Yes.
I made a keynote to myself. I said, note to self. I got a feeling that this is this is gonna cause something, and it did.
And, and this is why you wanted to secure that victory today. And, forget about Philly next week. Forget about the rest of the season. You secure your playoff spot tonight. Start resting these guys so we can go in full strength into the playoffs. But now we're still playing for a playoff position, and we're going to be limping into every game because our guys are just, everybody's getting hurt now. And it's that time of year where it starts to happen. So you like to have everything sealed up at this point. But I guess we just like to make it hard for ourselves and always have to play till the last week, and then it's going to come down to the Commander Cowboy game in the end of the week or the end of the year.
I don't know, man. You look, brother. We got the stage all to ourselves, man. Either we gonna, like I said, man. Either we gonna, do what we need to do, or we're gonna crap the bed, bro. Because we got the stage all to ourselves, man. It's like hell.
Hey, help the Cowboys out tonight.
Sheesh, man. I mean, woo woo. That's all I can say, bro. And it, it is what it is, man. But and we talk about this a lot. I always tell people, man, when you start to come down to the end, when it gets to be the playoffs, it's not about who's got the better team. It has to do with what team is the most healthiest and which team are starting to peak. That's it.
Yep.
That is it. And I'm starting to worry. Are you guys starting to wear out my man? Is he starting to lose a little bit? Because that pass rush wasn't really there, Chris, like it's normally there, brother.
No, it wasn't, and it was massively lacking today, and it does play a lot into the guys that we have hurt. But on the same note, you go to the other side of the ball. Today we were missing Steele. Like, I know that we have Smith and both the Smiths up there, and they were doing great. But it's not the same protection that Dak's used to. Dak could fool us a little bit better when he had that time that you don't see right now, and all these key players that are out, we're starting to miss. And I know earlier in the season it was next man up, and everybody's burnt out at this point. We're just trying to limp in and secure something. So I don't know. I agree 100%. We're at that time of the year where it's who's either the healthiest or at least who's got the moxie to stand up and run that football down the other team's throat and really put a stamp on their season. So it's at that point now. Because
the reason I say that is because as we get into the latter part of the season, the game actually faced the offensive lineman, because when you're a DB or a defensive back, or even on the defensive side, whether you're a linebacker or whatever, you remember, man, you just been throwing these 300-pound guys, going against these 300-pound guys ever since week one. When you start to get into that 15, 16 game, and he's like, dude, it's like, whoa. But those guys, the offensive linemen, all they're doing is firing out. They can put that weight on you. They can start to put that weight on you. And then all of a sudden, man, you even, because in the NFL, man, a second makes a whole lot of difference, man, between a touchdown or fourth down, to be honest with you.
You're right. Yeah, absolutely. I don't know. You're not going to win games when you've beat your guys up so much, and then your quarterback stands up. We've 9 games now. He's thrown 11 picks, and we've been fortunate to come back from all of those. But now, without those players that we're missing, and the constant strain that all the guys are going through, you can't be making those mistakes anymore. You've got to play clean football to get all the way through, because you can't bounce back from all of them.
No.
Don't let me take anything away from what Lawrence is doing over there in Jacksonville. He's a decent quarterback. If he can get a really good system, he could be somebody.
Right.
But I don't think they should have even competed with us today.
No, no. But you know what? What I tell people is that when you have a guy that's projected to be a franchise quarterback, there are some games that those type of once in a generation type quarterbacks, they should be able to uplift the players around them and make them play a lot better than what they can play. And you're kind of starting to see this kid do it, man. And I was like, shit,
Hmm.
I don't want to be the team that he figures it out on, and he's getting a little bit better. But I want to ask you about this one play, man, because I was like, did the ball hit the ground on that last interception in overtime? Did anybody even look at it? Because
No, I mean, it was overtime. Everything's automatically reviewed, and it was a scoring play too. But the angles I shot, it was a clean pick. I mean, barely, but it bounced off of Brown's arm or bicep, and I mean, give him props. I mean, he was in the right place at the right time, and he executed the way he needed to. That one interception was not all on Dak, but I mean, at the same time, I got my own opinions about that. But it was a clean grab. I mean, it never touched the ground. It was a clean pick.
well, Chris, my brother, all I can say, man, is I may be joining you in your misery. Should my Commanders lose this game, hell, I might just have a show just for myself.
I feel you.
But until then, brother, thank you for calling, man. Let a few other people get in here, brother. Okay?
Yes, sir. Have a good night.
All right, man. Sports Therapy with F.A. Jr.
What's up, my man? This is the Ravens extraordinaire. This is your boy Brandon Cooper out of Grand Prairie, Texas.
What say, Brandon?
First of all, let's go back to Saturday. Number one, let me talk about my Ravens.
Yes,
right?
yes.
Lamar Jackson, PCL injury. He's supposed to be back the first game of the playoffs, right?
Brandon, let me tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to do what the old folks said that you shouldn't do. I'm going to put my elbows on the table and listen to this because I want you to explain. I want you to explain. I got my both elbows on the table, man. I want you to explain what the hell is going on.
And you texted me during the game.
Yeah, I did.
And I was like, look, I'm watching this game. We can't move the ball. I would say it wasn't like the Browns were doing anything better, but Deshaun Watson was starting to get into his flow.
Yep.
I'm like, man, y'all forget this is an elite quarterback. He started beating us up. I don't know what coverage we're in. I don't know what we do on offense. But it furthermore shows why we should pay Lamar Jackson, because literally if he's not in the game, we have no chance of winning. And my thing is, at the time, we were winning the division, the AFC North, because we beat Cincinnati head on.
Yes,
we have the same record. But now Cincinnati won today, which don't get me started on Tom Brady today. And then now we're back in that wild card seat. I'm like, okay. So, the Baltimore Ravens, they're making me mad. Let's just move on. Two, I'll say this. Outside of my quarterback, Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen is a bad boy.
Yes, indeed.
Saw that game yesterday. Took off. Next, I would say Matt Ryan. This is why you should not be in the Hall of Fame. It was a 3-0 lead, and you gave that up and off an OT. So,
yes. I was like, wow.
Come on now, that's typical Matt Ryan. Pretty much, if Matt Ryan's beating you by 20 points and it's the fourth quarter, I mean, pretty much you should feel pretty confident that you win the game.
Because remember now, this guy was in. You remember that Super Bowl that that hell they were practically trying on rings, brother. They lost.
Hey man, it must be their engagement ring, wedding ring, something. There wasn't no championship rings. Man, they could have ended Tom Brady's career right there, but
right there.
Never mind. So we moving to today. as I've always said, the Lions are a very competitive team. You're not just going to get an easy win on them. What else did I see? The Dallas Cowboys. My goodness.
Let me pause you right there, brother, because I want to see. I was back home today. When I say back home, I was back at Buffalo. I hadn't been to Buffalo in about 3 weeks, so it's almost like it was a homecoming. So I had everybody there. So of course, as the other teams sort of wrapped up their game, when it went into overtime, when I tell you every other team united to boo or whatever and cheer against the Cowboys. So of course, it was heavy with Eagle fans. And man, it was off the chain in there. But it was fun, but it was crazy.
And man, I give it to y'all. I give it to y'all. But I'm watching the Cowboys thing. First of all, Chicago Bears should have won that game. Looking at the Cowboys game, when they got the ball back at the end of it was like 2 minutes left, not even. You got the quickest 3 and out I've ever seen. You couldn't even run the ball and control the clock. You have a running back that you're paying $15 million a year to, and you can't even give him the ball, right? That's hilarious. But it makes sense. We're talking about the Cowboys here.
Well, I talked to one of the guys that called earlier, Chris, and I was like, Chris, you guys didn't even make they didn't even make the Jags use their timeouts. They ran a 3rd and 10 play, and it took absolutely no time off the clock. It was like, if I'm gonna run that play, man, it's got at least have a better chance for completion than what they ran.
Man, and the bad part of it was I kept looking at the end of the game, and I was like, man, Dak, you have to take over. Like that was one of the main things I was looking at when I'm watching the game. I was like, Dak, you cannot allow your team to lose this game, because we know, teams like the Lions, teams like you all, teams like today, like the Jaguars, man. If you leave these guys hanging around, I mean, you're asking for trouble.
Oh yeah.
But in typical fashion, so the main thing is, of course, now the Dallas Cowboys, like you've pretty much lost too many games. I doubt. My bad. I doubt the Philadelphia Eagles will lose another game.
Oh no.
You just got to prepare to.
No.
You got to prepare to pay that winner.
The Eagles just want to play one. They just want to beat one more quality game. And hell, they may set everybody them last 2. And that is, they want to beat the Cowboys next week and send a message, and I think they'll have 2 more games left. And they'll probably sit out, or because it's not like the Cowboys can catch them.
Exactly. So now you're looking at it's like a 3-way, 2-way, 3-way tie for the leader in the NFC South.
Yeah.
So anybody can win that division out of the Panthers, Falcons, Saints, and Bucks.
Oh.
And I got to salute. It's my first time giving you all props. Salute to your division from last year being the worst division in football.
I know.
And now you all are the best division in football. You all would, the way it's looking, you all pretty much have everyone in your division going to the playoffs.
Yeah, because one while there, brother, we couldn't even beat our own B team.
Man, boy, couldn't even cover your own shadow.
No, I was like, man, get these DBs get these guys a blanket, man. Go throw this blanket over this guy, and they still couldn't do it. It's like, chunk plays used to drive me crazy, man. Like, man, we could not get off the field at all in 3rd downs, and it was like, but this year, brother,
hey man, I'm proud of y'all. But in the NFC, I got the Eagles coming out.
We have got to win tonight.
But you are the scariest team in the playoffs in the NFC.
We have to take care of business and beat these Giants tonight, brother. We got to take care of business.
You bet not, Ty. Dude, I don't want to see it.
We got to beat these Giants. We got
Why
to.
is this even a primetime game? This is so.
We got to beat them Giants, man. God, Jesus. But yeah, man, I was like, because I text you Saturday, and I was like, man, what's going on, man? It's like, okay, now I understand Lamar was out. But I'm like, okay, because we talked about it, and I said, hey, man, um, that boy doesn't look like the future, man, and whew, Deshaun's doesn't look like this is what they paid money for.
But man, Deshaun Watson is a great quarterback, but we know it's going to take him at least a year to come back. Like you almost haven't played in a year and a half.
Mm-hmm.
But next year, I feel like Deshaun Watson they're going to be clicking on all cylinders.
Oh yeah.
But with the Lamar Jackson fiasco, it just like we said, it just further proves that you got to pay him. Outside of Mark Andrews, can anybody name any other skill player?
Not really.
Exactly.
No, sir.
And I mean, so it's a struggle. But I think because we have a better divisional record than the Bengals, but the Bengals lost today, so they went ahead of us. So as long as we finish with the same record as the Bengals, we'll win the division. I just hope we win the division because I want us to have a home playoff game.
Now
that first game,
those Bengals won today, brother.
I know, man. So they're 10-4, we're 9-5.
Yeah.
I'm like, Lord, Tom Brady, I tell you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, it's interesting. It's an interesting concept the way the NFL is today. So I would ask you, how should the Arizona Cardinals feel about the Kyler Murray tearing his ACL?
I have no idea because it's like, okay, we paid this guy. We don't know if he can play. We hope that he can play. We're not sure if we can play, but we've already paid him. So, man, I don't even know. I don't even know.
Man, dude, did you see Colt McCoy, their backup? He got a concussion today.
He's out there to go to the third stringer. Yeah. But Brandon, my brother, let me get some more callers in here, man. They starting to fill up my queue. So let me fire off some folks, man, and we'll get some people up in there. Hey, brother, I appreciate you calling, okay?
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, man, Brandon Cooper, D1 University Podcast. Come check us out. Ravens Extraordinaire, man. Looking forward to chopping it up with you, man, about the Christmas edition of football.
Yes, sir. Yes. Yes, sir, indeed. All right, man.
All right.
Sports Therapy with F.H. Jr. Sports Therapy with F.H. Jr. Sports Therapy with F.H. Jr.
Hello?
Sports Therapy with F.H.
Hello?
Jr.
What's going on, my brother?
What's hey, man?
What's happening?
Hey, you should be double happy, brother.
Man, what's going on, my brother?
Hey,
How about them Cowboys? How about the Steelers?
Hey, brother, you should be good to go.
Man, you know I'm sitting up here looking at your board, and I'm rooting for you. I'm rooting for you tonight.
Man, I'm rooting for myself tonight too, man.
Hey, Detroit in your way, man.
Man, you know what? All we got to do is win out, and everything should take care of itself, man. If we take care of business, man, we'll do all right, man. What say you about your Steelers, man?
Oh, hey, look here, we ain't going no damn well, but I'm just proud of them for trying.
I hear you, brother. I hear you.
But we just in somebody else's way right now, but we'll be all right.
I feel you, man. I feel you. But like I say, man, it's I was at Buffalo today, man, and the Cowboys took it in the shorty shorts, man. It was like you up 17.
Man, I knew that was a tough game for them, man. And I want to say one thing. It's not a rant. So you ain't got to put your cussing bell on.
I ain't got to give you that.
No, you don't have to do that.
All right.
But you got people say something to kids about believing in Santa Claus, but you got grown folks still believing in the Dallas Cowboys.
Boy.
So I've been telling you this for the last Hey, I've been telling. How long I've been telling you this? About the last 3 weeks.
That they're not going anywhere.
Dak Prescott is not going to leave them. I hope they sign him for the next 10 years.
Well, homeboy Glenn, man, I appreciate you calling, man. Hey, man, I got about 30 people trying to get in here, brother, which is good, and I'm sure
man,
most
get
of
them in there, but I got one
hey,
more How about them damn Cowboys?
Hey, I want you to stay in so you can hear the show, man. So, okay.
I want to sit back and listen because I want to hear some crying and everything going on.
All right, let me get somebody up in there.
All right, love you, brother.
All right, you too, man. Sports Therapy with F.A. Jr. Sports Therapy with F.A. Jr.
Hi, Frank. This is Patricia Pat. No, I'm just listening in on your.
Hey, there.
Listening in. Hey.
What's going on?
Oh, nothing. Just listening in on my brother and your conversation about the game.
All right. And then you know the object of the show now. You can either call, rip, rant, kick some knowledge. Even if you cuss, I got the cussing bell for you, man. I got the cussing bell. So
I don't have anything to say. Just listening in.
Yeah, okay. Good. So what's your team?
I don't really have a team.
Okay. So, well, you can always become a Commander fan, a Redskin fan. We got plenty of room on our bandwagon.
Okay. Like I said, I'm just listening in.
All right. Well, do you like the show?
Yes, this is my first time.
Oh, well, good. I want you to continue because the object of the show was for people to call in and rip, rant, and talk crazy, listen to other people talk crazy, whatever, And it's always fun. And like I tell people, I said, I get my juice from my callers. So when my callers call in and especially when they get a little bit upset about their team, now if they go into a rant, I'm never going to stop anybody from having a good rant because a good rant is always funny when folks just start going off, if you...
Well, I'll just listen to the rant.
Okay. Hey, I appreciate you calling, all right?
Okay.
All right.
Take care.
Okay. All right. Now, this has been wild and woolly like we always like it. So I know I got some calls still in the queue. Callers, if you want to call back and you're in the queue listening, you want to rotate back in, hey, call back and I'll put you right back in. In the meantime, I'm not doing the game while I'm not doing the game. I'm not watching the game while I'm on the show. So I don't know what the score is. I have no idea what's going on. But hold on. Let's see what we got. Sports Therapy with F.A. Jr.
I'm back.
Homeboy Glenn, what's up, baby?
Back again.
I want you to be back again.
I'm back again.
I want you to be
I'm
back
again. I never did get through getting my rant on.
Then go for it.
Hey, you got the cussing bell on? Do you have your cussing bell on?
I got my cussing bell. I even got your name written on my cussing bell, Glenn.
Well, what I tell you about this damn Cowboy? Did I tell ML motherfucker them Cowboys we're gonna do a damn thing this year? You got motherfuckers sitting up there having visual. I'm through. I'm just letting you know. They sitting up there get the damn hopes up high. It's gonna be the same shit. I'm letting you know the goddamn Eagles is coming to town Christmas Eve. And we got a present for your ass. We got a home field advantage. And we coming to get all that shit. That's all I want to call and let you know, partner.
Man, you done made me put a crack. You done made me put a crack in the cussing bell like they got one in the Liberty Bell.
Well, hey, look here. I'm going to have them order you another one by next week by this time. Because I've been telling folks since the season started, every time the Cowboys got the easiest schedule in football this year. Mm-hmm. Who they got next week? They got the Redskins?
Nah, they got the Eagles.
Now we got the Eagles, and after that, who we got? The Redskins?
I believe. Now, they got us last. So I think they may have one more cupcake in between us and the Eagles.
But their schedule was easy in Alabama this year. And they had people that got their hopes up high like they was going to do something.
Mm-hmm.
Like I told them, man, you got the 49ers, even now the Vikings, even now the Minnesota, they won't beat the Vikings no more. They won't beat the Vikings. Tell them if they want to go to the Super Bowl, I don't know where it's gonna be, but tell them to order their tickets because they won't be going in the playoffs. First round, they through.
Man, you know, you just calling hurting all my good Cowboy fans' feelings and stuff.
I'm sorry. I hope I ain't hurting. If that's all I'm hurting their feelings, tell them I apologize. But that's the way it is. But getting back to my boys, the Steelers, we ain't going.
Hey, y'all look pretty good today, man.
We did. We've been looking pretty good, you know. But I still don't trust Trubisky.
Yeah.
I still don't trust him as our starting quarterback.
Yeah, because
we did look better though, man.
Yeah, because the thing about it,
the Eagles played. The Eagles, I knew they would go almost a trap game for them type of. If Fields had anybody else,
if he had any help, if he had any kind
of help, he's gonna be dangerous, man. If the Bears had it, I don't know what their draft looked like, but they need to get him some offensive weapons, man.
Well, first they need to get him off his line, so he got to run for his life on every play. But there was this one specific play. I don't know if you got a chance to watch the game. There's this one specific play where they had him. He got away. I mean, he was all by himself, and he ran like a 60-yard touchdown. I was like, man, this guy, man. If my greatest fear is they're gonna roll him out there and he's gonna get injured because, you know, it's just like with Lamar Jackson. You know, eventually, when you got your quarterback doing all the running like that, man, eventually he's gonna get popped. You know.
Yeah, he's special though, man. He's special. He just don't have no help, man.
Nah, he got no help.
I wish he would. I wish he were with a team like the Jets. You know, because they starting off young and bring him up with them. Man, they'll be dangerous, man.
Oh yeah. Oh, I agree wholeheartedly. You know what's
It'll be special with the Jets.
You know what's really hard for me, Glenn? You know what's really hard for me? Is to do this damn game while the Commanders are playing. Because I'm not watching the game, man.
Hey, I want to ask you something about your Commodore. You know, you always be talking about the bus driver. Do y'all have a Lionel Richie? Because besides Lionel Richie, who else the hell sang with the Commodores, man?
Man, we ain't got Walter Orange.
Oh, that's the thing. I didn't never know nobody but Lionel Richie, man.
We ain't got Walter Orange, man. All we got Lionel Richie, man, and it ain't smooth sailing.
Hey, I don't see nobody but y'all don't have nobody but Lionel. And which one is every week y'all have a different Lionel Richie? So who is y'all Lionel Richie this week?
All I need my man to do is keep driving that bus, man. See, right now, Glenn, I don't even know what the score is.
It's 3-0. Y'all gonna win tonight, though. Man, y'all got a mean defense, man.
Yeah.
I love that defense.
Well,
I love that defense, man.
Yeah, and you know what I wish that we stopped doing? If Chase gonna come back, say, okay, he's gonna be back. If not, shut him down for the year so we can, you know, so the defense can. Well, I know they know because they're all, you know, in the same place. So the players know whether Chase is coming back or not. It's just that the fans. But I just wish they would stop telling us, well, hey, you know what? Chase may dress out. He may not. I'm like, come on, man. You know, just.
Yeah, man. I'm ready to be honest with you. They so solid on defense.
Right.
Yeah, they so solid. He can't do nothing but make them better.
Yeah, but
really, even if he don't come back, they don't need him right now.
Right.
Man, they loaded on defense.
And that's my thing, man. We don't need him. Let's just say, hey, you know what? He's not coming back. And, you know, let's say, hey, this is what we got. Chase ain't coming back. And we're going to rock and roll with it, brother. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. It's, like I said, they go. I think they're going to win tonight, though. They up 3-0. I got confidence. They should have won the last game.
Yeah.
You know, if they could just do anything, I always been a Redskin fan, but you know they done changed the name on. But I still kind of like them. It's because they're in the division with the Cowboys, so I still pull anybody in that division. I pull for them.
Right.
Because see, I'm a number one Cowboy hater.
You are.
I want all your listeners. I want all your listeners to know this, that I am a number one Cowboy hater, and they will not be going nowhere. They will not be. At first, they had me fooled. I said, damn, they finna blow Jacksonville out. But when Jacksonville got that ball back and took a 31-27 lead, I said, man, it's going to be trouble, man.
Well, what I was telling Chris and plenty of the Cowboy fans, I always tell them, I said, well, the Cowboys, to me, and I always tell them, I always quantify with this and say, hey, this is as neutral as I can be. Because I'm a Commander fan. I said, guys, this is as neutral as I can be. I said, guys, what I see when I see the Cowboys play, I said, number one, they don't have a killer instinct. They like to play. They like a rat with a mouse. They like playing with their food, you know. And I said, now I said they are not a good front running team. In other words, if they get the lead on you, you can always come back on them. I'm more afraid of the Cowboys when we're ahead of them, going into like the fourth quarter or something like that, and they get some of that lucky Cowboy stuff, or the referee start getting them some calls or whatever, then they end up winning on a field goal or something like that. I'm more afraid of them when, you know, say they down by 10 going into the fourth quarter than I am with them being ahead by 10, because they're not a good front running team for some reason. They're just not. I don't know why, but that's what I've seen.
But you know, like I say, man, it's football been real enjoyable to watch this year.
Oh, it has.
But only thing I just hate my team ain't in it. But you know, I just hate my team ain't worth a damn this year. So you know, it's Christmas coming up Sunday. We just hanging on by a string. But each victory give me hope.
But you know what I want to see from the Steelers. I want to see the Steelers at least win. I want to see my man's streak of not having a losing season. I want to see that keep going, man. You know, I really do.
I do too, man. But we can't lose no more.
Nah, y'all can't. No, y'all can't. Cause y'all 6-8 now.
Yeah, we're 6-8.
So that means you can't lose another game.
We gotta go 9-8. We gotta go undefeated, and then we still gonna need help, man.
Yeah. What?
We still gonna need help. Either way it go, we gotta go on the road. But I still got. Hey, I'm not giving up till they get put out, because anything can happen.
I tell you, I think it would be a good quarterback for you guys. And I want you to mark my words. The FH said this gonna happen. I got a feeling y'all gonna end up with Jordan Love, man.
Man, you know what? I wouldn't mind about seeing that happen.
Because he's Go ahead.
I was listening to what you said. That wouldn't be a bad idea, man.
Because he's already saying, hey, man, if my man comes back, Aaron Rodgers come back, I want to be traded. So a good landing spot to me for him would be you guys, because now it might be better for you guys to kind of like lose these games, because that'll give you a higher draft pick that you can parlay this a higher first round draft pick and give that to Green Bay for Jordan Love. Because he definitely said, hey, man, if Aaron Rodgers come back next year, hey, man, I'm out. I'm out.
I can see that happening. And I like that quarterback, the backup quarterback the Baltimore Ravens have, too. But I know they ain't going to make no trade like that with no division rivalry.
No.
So you might well just forget about that.
No.
But like you said, Jordan Love is not a bad quarterback. You just never had a chance to see what he could do.
Well, I'll tell you what, I saw him enough in preseason to let you know, hey, that boy got something. And Aaron Rodgers, and he knows he got something. That's why he said, hey, look, man, I'm Nah, I'm ready to play. I'm ready to play. I am ready to play.
And I think this is third or fourth year in the league?
It's just his second.
This is just his second?
Yeah.
And he got a lot of potential.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. See, they really drafted him to be old boy's replacement. Then Aaron Rodgers acted a nut. He's like, well, I'm not going to train him. I'm not going to.
That's why I was telling you, I don't want no Aaron Rodgers in no Pittsburgh. Aaron Rodgers, 67 years old down there. We don't need we got enough old-ass quarterbacks in the league over there on the team as it is. Yeah, we got a 40-year-old fucking rookie. Yeah, we don't need nobody like that there. Shit, don't get me back on that cussing bill. Hey, see, that's what you always want to get some stuff started, man. You, man, look at him, man. Don't be trying to instigate stuff all the time, man. You already know we got 3 damn quarterbacks 180 years old. What the hell we need another 40-year-old quarterback over there for? Hey, this is not no retirement center, man.
Hey, Glenn, you might hear the sound of my music, man, as I start to get the hell out of here so I can watch the game.
Love you, bro.
I love you too, man. Once again, this has been Sports Therapy with F.A. Jr. Want to send a big thanks out to all my guests. Also, that's Jay Grand Prairie, H-Town Bridget, my man Brandon Cooper from D1 Ignat University, along with my Cowboy fan Chris, along with my homeboy Glenn. And then I also want to thank all the country Kennies, those in Arkansas and Louisiana, and those on the booth. And I want to thank all those who listen to my show, even in jolly old England, those who are in all the Dallas Metroplex, and those in Virginia, all over the United States. And I want to say to those on the yard, stay golden. But I also want to say congratulations to the South Oak Cliff Golden Bears. A job well done. 2-time state champions. This is F.A. Jr. See you next week.